What if I told you that a 28-foot center console just made a 700 horsepower rating standard, while almost every other builder in this class caps you at 600? That single number is the difference between a boat that runs out of headroom and one that doesn't, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which hull earned it. The people who actually fish 100+ days a year, the tournament anglers, the charter captains running triple digits every season, they've already narrowed the field down to 5 hulls that earn their keep. Most of what separates them has nothing to do with the brochure. It's what's standard versus what costs extra, what the hull actually does in real conditions, and what the resale numbers say when the paint stops being new. Here's a number worth knowing before we start. A $100,000 center console typically loses 15 to 20% of its value in the first year alone. That number matters more for some boats on this list than others. Stick around, because the boat at number 1 changes how you should think about that horsepower ceiling entirely. Number 5. Sportsman Open 282. The value champion that punches above its price tag. Sportsman isn't flashy, and that's exactly why the guys who actually run these boats keep coming back. At 28 feet 5 inches, with twin Mercury 300 V8s pushing 600 combined horsepower, this is a legitimate offshore platform, not a compromise dressed up as one. Here's what separates it. Transparent pricing. Sportsman is one of the few manufacturers that publishes all-inclusive pricing with no hidden upcharges. A new Open 282 runs $305,000 to $310,000, and what you see is what you pay. That matters more than it sounds like. Straightforward. Construction and accessible systems mean you're doing your own maintenance without pulling your hair out. No buried components, no proprietary headaches waiting for you at 11 at night when something needs attention before an early launch. Used examples run $80,000 to $130,000, and they hold together because the engineering is honest instead of hidden. Number 4. Everglades 335 cc, the Unsinkable Workhorse. Everglades built its reputation on one word: RAMCAP. Their construction method mates the hull liner and deck into a rigid one-piece platform, engineered specifically to resist the structural fatigue that shows up in conventional builds after a decade of hard running. At 33 feet, this is purpose-built for an angler who needs a boat that simply doesn't quit. One owner who's run his for almost a year put it plainly: the RAMCAP hull design provides a smooth, stable ride, and the attention to detail shows in places most owners never think to check. For this model year, Everglades improved upholstery quality and added optional family configurations without touching fishing capability. You still get a dive utility door and a premier stereo system with JL audio speakers as standard equipment, not an add-on. New pricing runs from $199,000 to $716,000 depending on configuration, averaging around $364,500. If you're starting to see the pattern here, that the boats worth the money aren't the ones winning boat show beauty contests, that's worth a follow so you don't miss where this list ends up. We'll be right back with the boat that posts twice the fuel economy of some of its closest competitors. Number 3. Contender 32 ST, the tournament specialist. Drive along Florida's southeast coast, and the prevalence of Contender center consoles becomes obvious fast. The 32 ST is built on a 24.5-degree dead-rise stepped hull, meaning it cuts through chop instead of slapping across it, evolved from the proven 31 Open platform with updated styling and improved ergonomics. Overall length runs about 32 feet 7 inches on a 9-foot 8 beam, with a dry weight of 11,500 pounds. That's a hull built light on purpose, and it shows in what it does with fuel. The testing backs it up. A Contender 30 ST with twin 300 horsepower engines posts 2.10 miles per gallon at 38 miles per hour. Compare that to a Boston Whaler 330 at 1.46, or a Grady-White 306 at 1.68. That efficiency gap compounds over 100 days into thousands of dollars saved on fuel alone, before you even factor in the time saved getting to the grounds. Every Contender is hand-laid fiberglass with composite stringers and foam-filled hulls, custom-built to the buyer's own specifications rather than pulled off a standard mold. Base price on the 32 ST with twin Yamaha 350 horsepower engines starts at $365,000, and a well-equipped example runs around $419,900. Number 2. Yellowfin 36 Offshore, the high-performance legend that holds its value like almost nothing else in the segment. The 36 Offshore runs a twin-step hull for balance and a smooth, dry ride, and pushes to 66 miles per hour on triple 350s. That's not brochure speed. That's what shows up when captains actually run these boats hard, season after season. Here's what most buyers never see. One owner who toured the Yellowfin factory before purchasing described finished interiors inside every hatch, wiring and resin work built to the same standard throughout the boat, rather than just at the points a surveyor would check, and factory-installed batteries and switch panels rather than aftermarket components bolted on after the fact. That's the kind of detail that doesn't show up on a spec sheet, but it's exactly the kind of detail that decides whether a boat is still running clean at year 10. The resale numbers back up what that build quality buys you. A well-maintained 5-year-old boat in this class might only lose 5 to 8% annually going forward, compared to 10 to 15% on new models from lesser brands. New pricing ranges from around $429,900, average up to $759,000 well equipped. Used examples start at $170,000. Buy the 36 if you need a platform that runs hard 5 days a week and still commands top dollar when you're ready to move up. Now here's that number from the top of this video. Most 28-foot center consoles cap out around 600 horsepower total. That's the ceiling almost every builder in this size class works within, no matter what else they put on the option sheet. Number 1. Regulator 28 and 31. For model year 2025, Regulator made the Seakeeper Ride system standard equipment on the redesigned 28 and 31, not an option box, standard. Most builders in this class still rely on trim tabs, mechanical plates that adjust manually as conditions change. Seakeeper Ride reads the water and corrects automatically, in real time, without you touching a switch. And the 28 now takes twin 350 horsepower V6 Yamahas. That's 700 horsepower total on a hull that's still a trailerable 28-footer. 100 more than the ceiling most of the competition is built around. Paired with Regulator's acclaimed non-stepped deep V hull, the result is a platform that maintains composure in seas 5 to 6 feet high when competitors are slowing down or heading home. Boating Magazine confirmed it, noting the 31 held its composure at sea, with confidence building rather than fading as conditions worsened. The fishing amenities back up the rough water pedigree. The 28 carries a 25-gallon transom live well as standard, with nearly 1,250 quarts of insulated, illuminated fish storage built into the boat, and an available military-grade bronze sea chest that self-flushes every hour without you touching it. On the water, the 31, powered by twin Yamaha 450s, posts 1.37 miles per gallon at a 33.6 mile per hour cruise, and tops out just shy of 61 miles per hour. Under a full fuel load and 4 crew, the 28 jumps on plane in about 4 seconds. The 31 runs $604,000 to $630,000. This is the boat you buy when you've done the math on how many days you lose to weather and realized this one keeps you fishing when everything else keeps you at the dock. The center consoles worth the money for 100+ days aren't the ones with the biggest ad budgets. They're the ones that keep running, keep riding, and keep earning back every dollar over years of hard use. If this changed how you think about what a six-figure console should actually deliver, you know what to do. And if you're not subscribed yet, the next one's about to show you what's actually inside a $90,000 wiring harness, and you won't want to miss that.